Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You watching Casino Is the Name. So we headed in to do some work and ride with my guy Stormy and Karan. So we were talking about, he brought up freedom of speech. Yeah. Right? And so what were you saying about
I was basically talking about the whole Kanye incident, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we was like...
And so, him, you know, we were talking about the fact that Kanye is a great musician.
Yeah.
And the whole freedom of speech. And he was saying, well, he has freedom of speech, so even if it might sound crazy, he's free to do that. And so I was kind of explaining like the difference, because he's from the Bahamas, and so when you hear the term freedom of speech, it sounds like you're free to say whatever you want to say. But freedom of speech doesn't actually work like that. You can't say just anything you want to say. You are free. Well, you are free to say whatever you want to say.
It sounds good.
It can come with consequences. Like you can't make a death threat. You can't be prosecuted for death threats and terroristic threats and things like that.
Yeah.
So the freedom of speech does have, I want to say, limitations.
Yeah,
you are still free to say whatever you want to say, but there can be consequences. Yeah. Just like you're free to get a gun. In America, but if you shoot somebody, with this, you have to be responsible.
And that's what I was basically saying. They sold the whole thing that, hey, America's the land of the free.
Yeah.
You're free to do whatever, but like other countries,
see, other places, you may not even have the ability to say anything, right? Like, here you can say, hey, I love this artist, this rapper, this singer, whatever. There may be some countries where you can't even do that, It's not necessarily that it has to be bad or good. There's like you don't have any voice, right? And so I actually wanted to record this because I was getting ready to talk about like platforms. Like here in America, they're like, yo, we'll give you a platform to say whatever you want to, but
just know when you say that.
Yeah, just know when you say it. You can be held liable for things you say, but you're free to say whatever you want to say. But you have to stand on whatever you're saying, because if you say something that doesn't agree with this, then
And that's what I was basically getting at.
And so with the platforms, right? Like we talk about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Say like with Boosie and Kanye and them getting booted off. Right. Those are private organizations. That's like if I invite you to my house to hang out, and you do something that I don't like, I can kick you out. They think that people are against their freedom of speech or whatever. That's a private organization. That is not a government-backed organization.
Okay.
That's private. Now, that company may say, "Hey, yeah, we don't want this kind of conversation happening." Yeah, and you have to abide by what their rules are. It's a private thing.
But that's what I'm saying. But they sold it as if you could just come on here and express yourself.
You can, but they have guidelines. They have guidelines, right?
But niggas don't be reading fine print, because them guidelines be nice and small on them apps.
Yeah. Well, they might be, but even if they change the guidelines internally, right? And they say, hey, we're not letting you guys talk like this anymore. We don't want you guys saying the N-word. We don't want you guys saying.
They just change it up though.
Whatever it is that they don't want, right? They might send out a memo or whatever, but if they decide that they don't want you on there because you violated their internal policies.
Yeah. I think Boosie done got kicked off how many times?
Right. Instead, of maybe just building your own platform. If we want to use somebody else's platform, we have to abide by.
That makes more sense though.
It's really simple.
That makes more sense.
They're making it more complicated because they think that they have these rights to whatever they want to say. You do.
Yeah,
on your stuff.
On your own platform. Yeah, on your own platform.
Exactly.
So make an app like, if you want to say whatever you want to say, make an app like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Develop your own app. Get your own following going, you know what I'm saying? And then you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, there's a chance that YouTube may want to boot me off their platform,
And then you can't really do nothing about it.
So I save all my videos on a hard drive because I need to move them. But I could already move them if I wanted to. But, YouTube is already a platform that's already built. I would have
Yeah.
to build a platform or something like that in order to, and then build a following through that platform. But YouTube is already, it's an easy use, right? That's why most of us is just using them. But Boosie could have been built his own Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, but if you want to use their platform, whoever owns the platform, they make those decisions as to whether or not they want to put up with your foolishness. You can hurt their business. You can completely change what the use is that they were going for whatever their platform is.
Because I don't think that was the goal when they created the app.
Right. Facebook was never really designed.
No, it was for college kids.
Yeah, well, there was MySpace before Facebook, right?
Yeah.
And MySpace was extremely
and
ratchet.
MySpace, High Five, Tag.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what High Five is.
Nah, that's
what Tag
crazy.
is, but I thought Tag was like a dating site or something.
Nah, they turned it into a date. But you remember High Five, Fat Boy?
I ain't never heard of it. They from the Bahamas, so maybe, I don't know. There might be some Bahamian stuff. I ain't never heard of that.
Why the dating site?
No, you said Tag. You said Tag was, I tell you, they changed it to a dating site, but Tag was just like MySpace. High Five, just like MySpace.
Oh, okay. Well, I never
Starting route to 100 Upper Alabama Street.
I never heard of that, but
Yo, if y'all know about High Five and Tag, y'all comment under this video, man, because that's some old stuff.
I know about Tag.
Yeah.
Tag, but I thought Tag was like a hood version of POL. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. But yeah, so if you violate the policies, like I said, like they were trying to go, like with MySpace was real ratchet at one point, and so Facebook was like a cleaner, what I'm saying, version of that. And so that was kind of like what they ran with. You got to use your real name. Can't use no.
No, you couldn't make
name.
no. Yeah, you couldn't. What's it called?
So it was all of that. But yeah. Anyway, what do you guys think?
Yeah, give us your
about
opinion on the freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like you're free?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
Say
that part of
whatever
the missing part is them not understanding that freedom of speech don't mean
you say
that you can't get in trouble.
Be penalized.
Penalized, yeah.
For
that whatever you say is just free to say because you're an American. No, you can say whatever you want to say, but it still comes with repercussions. Yeah, it can still come with repercussions. That's just like with what Kanye got going on. Him speaking, if they saying anti-Semitically, if whoever's saying anti-Semitically, him speaking in that way comes with consequences. Brand deals, losing brand deals. Maybe some other kind of things going on. Him being censored from different publications and podcasts or videos and stuff like that. Them pulling things down. That is because he is violating
turn him into a virus. Like nobody wants to touch him or come in contact with him because of.
And that's the repercussions of his statements. Even though he is free to make them, he's free to make them. You're free to go do a crime, but if you go do a crime, it comes with consequences.
That's what's up.
Guys not in shackles and already confined, you are free to go do whatever you want to in America, but it comes with a consequence. Anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is the Name. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we out.
Yeah.